Welcome everybody to Let's Play Shenmue.
He shall appear from a far eastern land across the sea. A young man who has yet to know his potential. This potential is a power that could either destroy him or realize his will. His courage shall determine his fate. The path he must traverse, fraught with adversity, I await whilst praying. For this destiny predetermined since ancient times. A pitch-black night unfolds with the morning star as its only light. And thus the saga begins.
Oh my god! Oh, guys, okay. I don't even know. I'm sitting here struggling to like hold back tears because this is my all-time favorite game, and it's been such a long time coming, guys. I've played so many games on my channel, but I've never gotten to play my favorite game, and it's finally here. If you don't know anything about Shenmue, guys, yes, this is an older game, in case you couldn't tell from that opening cinematic. The game is about damn near 20 years old now at this point, and it just got an HD re-release. This is the first like real actual Shenmue related release, like a real release, not like some side story or bonus game or whatever. Like real proper release in a very long time, and this is so exciting. I can't even put it into words, guys. I don't want to go crazy with an overly long intro here, because this game, I think it'll speak for itself in a lot of ways. I hope you guys can see why I love this game so much, and we're gonna have a lot to talk about and a lot to do. Let's get started. Look at that instant load in. Oh my god.
Ine-san. Ine-san.
Ryo-san, I'm alright, but Hazuki-sensei...
My father? Fukuhara! Fukuhara! Ryo-san! Fukuhara! Father!
Stay back, Ryo. For the last time, where is the mirror? I've no intention of telling you.
Father! Why you...
Now then. No matter how often you ask, I'll never tell. No, don't! Hand over the mirror. Or else, your son. Wait! The mirror, it's buried under the cherry tree. Do you remember Chao Sun Ming? Chao? That's the name of the man you killed in Moon Swoon. It can't be. You! Get up. I'll allow you to die like a warrior.
Father...
Bendy-sama, we have it.
Father...
Forgive me for leaving you alone.
What are you saying? Father!
Your friends. Keep friends. Those you love close to you.
No. Father! No!
A letter for Hazuki-sensei.
Wow, talk about an introductory cutscene, guys. Okay, so this is our journal. We've got phone numbers, weather forecast, number assistants, more phone numbers, some people we know, some pretty important people in there. Mirror with dragon design stolen. Land D, murdered dad, war dragon robe, rare fight style, tattoo on his arm. In Moon Swoon, dad killed a man named Zhao Sun Ming. What happened that day in the dojo? Oh my god, guys. Okay, so yeah, I didn't say much of anything during that that opening cutscene for a couple of reasons. Like, one, I'm just soaking this all in myself, and two, it's a very important introductory scene. There's a lot of info there, a lot of questions as well, but also a lot of information. Geez, let's just get started here. Gonna go ahead and pick up this tape. Shenmue tape. So, God, where to start, guys? This is my all-time favorite game. It's so amazing. I can't imagine what it's like seeing this for the first time in 2018 if you've never seen this game before. But believe me when I tell you that back in 1999, this shit was incredible. Alright, so we get a cassette player here, and we can actually use this to listen to music when we're out and about, which is nice. We're playing as a guy named Ryo Hazuki, guys, and as you can tell, our father just got murdered right in front of us, and we're not 100% sure why. Part of the game is figuring out exactly what happened there and who that dude is and what's going on. But, you know, we start off in the house here. I'm kind of adjusting to the controls here because the controls are always a little awkward in Shenmue, and they've been updated, so I'm just kind of relearning it right now. Here we got a photo of friends. That's me, Nozomi, and two other people whose names I don't 100% remember. Now Yuki is one of them, I think. I don't remember the fourth guy. And here's another tape. Hey, it's that girl from the pre-intro cutscene. Shenhua, huh? Weird. Okay. So, one of the many things that this game was famous for when it first came out, guys, was the ability to, like, look through everything in your house. You can pretty much open up every drawer, every closet, and take a look at things. You can rifle through things, you can hold certain things. You don't always get rewarded for it, but occasionally you'll find things. There's nothing in here that we needed, but there's a lot of items throughout the house that I want, so that I'm just gonna go through and collect everything here on the first day, and try and make sure I don't miss anything. There is like one or two really important things, but you know, you don't even have to get them right now, but I'm going to. So let's go exploring the house.
Ryo-san, you should still be resting.
I'm fine, really. And you? Are you alright?
Yes, but I must keep busy, otherwise I'll get depressed.
I understand. But you needn't work too hard.
Yes. Oh, by the way, I have this for you. This is for today. From tomorrow, I'll leave it on top of the shoe cabinet every day.
Do you know where Fukuhara is?
Fukuhara-san? I believe he's in the dojo.
Really? Thanks.
Nice, thanks, Ine-san. I like money. I'm still marveling at how there's like absolutely no load times in this game, guys. So I guess I've kind of skipped over some intro information, some introductory information if you're not familiar with this game, because I mean I'm pretty familiar with this game and I'm marveling at everything, so my thoughts are just kind of skipping around like crazy right now. This was originally a Dreamcast game, Sega Dreamcast, and it was first released right at the end of the year in 1999. And back in the day, guys, this game was so incredible looking. It really pushed the boundaries of the Dreamcast. It was doing things that no other video game was doing back then. And it came at a price. There were some pretty horrific load times in the original release. It never really bothered me because I love the game so much. But it's really crazy now to see how well this runs on a PC. This is the PC version of the HD re-release, guys. And this sign here says Fukuhara. This is Fukusan's room. This is a guest bedroom over here. I don't think there's really anything in there. Sorry if I'm giving you motion sickness. I'll be the first to admit, guys, the controls in this game aren't perfect, I guess let's say. Because of the way the game is designed, Ryo was originally designed kind of like a walking tank. It kind of feels like a Resident Evil kind of deal, where you kind of control him like a tank style. You can do a 180 turn like this. And they've added analog controls to the way he moves now, so I can use the analog stick to get around, which wasn't in the original release. But then you can also move the camera around with the right stick, and you can zoom in to look at things or focus on things that you can interact with. So I'm trying to get a feel for it and make the movement feel, somewhat natural. So bear with me here. This is Fukusan's piggy bank, which we can pick up and twist around like that, but we can't do anything with it, so we'll just put it right back where it is. However, this guy right here is a thing that we want. Shadow Reaper. So what this is, guys, is a move scroll, and it will allow us to learn a brand new move that we can use in the real-time combat engine, which this game has. We won't really see any of that for a little while, but we'll get there eventually. We're starting a massive journey right here, guys. A massive journey that doesn't even yet have an end, but I'm in this for the long haul. I love this game. I love this series. Shenmue 3 is being worked on right now. We'll talk more about the history of the series and the prospective future later. For now, let's just keep going through the house here. Let me check out the inventory section. So, okay, when near certain objects, holding left trigger will cause the viewpoint to lock onto that object. Yeah, I know all this. That's honestly more of a tutorial than the original game had. Okay. So it looks like they've actually reworked this inventory system a little bit. This is not the system that I'm familiar with, but it looks like it might be a little better. Over here, we can actually see the moves that are available to us right now. We can't just do these whenever we want. We'll get into real-time combat scenarios as the story progresses. But as you can see, there is a lot to this game. We have all these moves available to us. It's basically a Virtua Fighter fighting engine, guys. In fact, it's like modeled directly after Virtua Fighter, because this game was created by the same guy who created Virtua Fighter, wouldn't you know? So anyways, so if I come down here to move scrolls, okay, here's Shadow Reaper. Can I look at this right now?
Looks like a leg move.
Okay, yep, and now we have learned a new move. Leg move Shadow Reaper has been mastered. And that's one of the ways that we learn new moves in this game. So it's very important to pick up move scrolls wherever you see them. Hi, Ine-san. How you doing?
Ine-san,
Yu-san,
you must be tired. Perhaps you should rest.
I'm fine. If I don't keep busy, I'll get depressed, you know.
That's just like you, Ine-san. Well, just don't overwork yourself.
Yes,
Where's Fukusan?
he's been in the dojo all day.
All day?
Yes, I suppose he's working out his grief over Sensei's murder. Please go and talk with him.
Sure.
Yeah, I will, but he's gonna have to wait. I'm busy right now. So, contrary to what you may think, guys, Ine-san is not Ryo's mother. Ryo Hazuki is who we are playing as. That's who I am. She's actually like a live-in housekeeper. She's basically part of the family. She's not blood related, but she lives here. She takes care of the home, and she actually takes care of the finances as well, which is why she's giving us, a daily allowance of 500 yen every single day. So she's a pretty important person to Ryo, even if she's not blood related. Now, somewhere in one of these drawers, I believe there's another photo. Thought it was in this room, but maybe not. Let's take a look. Can I open this one over here? It's not it either. Oh, I think it's down in this thing, maybe? You get to rifle through all of her things right in front of her. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. Photo of Hazuki's. So that's me, Ine-san, my dad, and Fukusan, short for Fukuhara. And contrary to what you may think, Fukusan is not my brother. He's not actually related to us either. He's just a live-in student of my father's. And we kind of treat these people like family, you know. I'm not trying to talk down on them or anything, but I'm just saying they're not actually blood related. Just so you guys know. Ine-san will walk around and clean stuff. I'm not sure if there's anything in here to pick up. I think there is. I just don't remember where. Guys, I have played the ever-loving hell out of this game in the past. Back, you know, in the days when it first came out. Here we go. This is what I wanted. But it also has been quite a long time. I probably haven't played this game for actually close to 10 years now. Come to think of it, I honestly hadn't even really realized that about myself. But yeah, it's been quite a long time since I played it for real. But I played it like a million times back in the day, so I'm pretty familiar with it. It's just going to take, you know, it's going to take a little while to remember certain things. Now, if Ine-san will get the hell out of the way, I'll show you guys something really cool down here. I don't think she's going to let me do it. Ine-san, you're ruining my Let's Play. Go away. I'm trying to lock onto this cabinet down here. Okay. We'll have to do that later. Don't worry about it for now. So in here's the kitchen. Let's see. What do we have to do in here? There's one thing I always like looking at. I think it's right down here. Yep.
It's just a cockroach.
It's just a cockroach. Look at that attention to detail, guys. You open the cabinet underneath the sink, and there's nothing there. Except literally a cockroach. Oh, it's underneath the stove, actually. Now, if I pop in to the fridge here... No, the thing I'm looking for isn't here yet. So that's okay. We'll come back for that at a later time. Now, there is one really cool thing we should do while we're in here. Check this out, guys.
Ryo, while you're still sleeping in bed, farmers are working hard in the fields, carefully picking carrots one by one. So how can you waste them like that?
Okay, I'll eat them.
Good. That's my boy.
Eat them, you little shit. Memories of father. If you guys have ever lost anybody close to you, you probably know that that's how it goes. Even the tiniest detail of something can just remind you of somebody that you lost. Well, anyways, in here we have the bathroom. We can't actually use the toilet, but we can come in here and check it out. Looks a little weird. This is actually a traditional Japanese toilet. There's no sitting on it, there's only squatting over it. I'm actually pretty glad I don't have to use that. And there's really no reason to ever go in there for any reason other than to just explore. You know, this game is probably why I feel that way about a lot of video games, why I just love exploring and looking for things. With this game, it's not so much about, like, the actual exploration. It's about, like, the incredible amount of detail and the things that you can do in the space that's given to you, if that makes any sense. Anyways, here we have a family altar. Let's say a little prayer for our dad, guys.
I will get them, Father.
Yep, that is my solemn vow to you, Dad. Man, controlling this with the analog stick feels weird. Alright, so here's some matches. You know, people probably need these to light incense and candles here at the altar, but my need is greater. I'm going on a bloodthirsty quest for vengeance. You never know what you're going to need when you're on a quest like that, so I'm taking them. There should be one more thing in here, I think. Not this. We can pick this up and look at it, but it doesn't do anything. This drawer over here, maybe? Nope. Nope. I thought I already looked in here. Yeah. Where the hell is this last thing I'm looking for, guys? I thought it was right in this area, but perhaps not. Can I focus it on something else, maybe? Was it the thing I was looking at in here? Oh, I think it is. I think I hit B instead of A. Yep, okay. Right, box of candles. I don't know why I didn't think that was the candles. I wonder if they changed the art on that. I really don't think so. They really didn't make any differences to the graphics in this game, guys. Like, obviously, they've up-res them. They've stabilized the frame rate. And they have, you know, eliminated the load times. But the way this game looks is very much the way it looked back in 1999. They didn't, like, replace the textures. They didn't upgrade, like, the polygon count or anything like that. This is exactly how it looked, just higher res. Anyways, in here's a Twin Blades move, which is honestly, if I recall correctly, it's a pretty crappy move. I don't think I like it very much, but I want it. I always want every move that I can find.
Looks like a hand move.
And actually, I think that gets replaced at some point anyway. It doesn't matter. Okay, now this room here. This was my father's room when he was alive. Well, it's still his room, I guess. But... oh, what might this be?
Dear Ryo, those who follow the path of a warrior must be ready to die. In order to stand by their convictions. Live for one's convictions. Die for one's convictions. That is how I lived my life. Ryo, it is up to you to discover your path and follow it through.
My father must have known that Lan Li was coming.
What? But if he knew, why wouldn't he say anything? Why did he let it just happen, guys? Well, let's take a look in here. See what else my father left me.
Huh. What's this key for?
Oh.
A key? But to what?
Good question. Mysterious
This may
key.
come in handy.
Just go ahead and pocket that. And honestly, guys, I think that about covers everything that we needed to do in the house. If I think of any other items later, we can certainly keep exploring, looking around. One thing I'm not sure about, guys, they may have added some extra sound effects to this release. I noticed that, like, the footsteps are really loud, and I don't remember them being that loud in the original release, but it's also been a long time, so I don't know. It's hard to say. Anyways, now that Ine-san fucked off, I would like to show you guys this down here. If I can actually... if I can actually get to it. Oh, so close. Need to be in front, but not too close. Here we go, finally. That's right, motherfuckers. This house comes equipped with a Sega Saturn. A full, like, I don't even know, 10 years before it actually came out? That number's probably not right. We don't actually have any games to play on this right now, but we can get some later if we're lucky. And on that same note, I actually just want to point out that this game takes place in 1986. And we have a Sega Saturn, and we have Virtua Fighter posters on the wall over here, and this is definitely before any of that stuff existed, so kind of a fun little Easter egg, kind of a time-breaking mechanic there. As I said, developed by the same guy, Yu Suzuki, and his team at AM2, so... Alright, we're done in the house. Let's get outside. Okay. Not much to do out here. Ooh, wow. If I swivel the camera while I'm using the analog stick to move, it actually makes Ryo move too. That's weird. I'm not used to that. That would explain some of the problems I was having inside the house. But if I use the D-pad, that doesn't happen. That feels like the original controls. And then we can hold down right trigger to run. That's the way I'm used to. You hold down right trigger to run, and then you just kind of steer with the D-pad. That's what feels pretty natural to me. But you can do it either way. You just have to adjust. Anyways. Here's that tree where the mirror was buried. Wonder what's going on with this thing. Guess I gotta get closer. There we go.
Keep your balance. That's right. Now listen. Tighten up your abdomen. Straighten up. Find your center of balance. Yes, like that. Yes, good.
Simpler times, guys. Oh, Father, I miss you. I swear I'll avenge you. Alright, so right over here we have the dojo. This is where Fukuhara pretty much lives. He has a room inside the house, but he likes to just stay out here all the time, so let's go talk to him. He's been looking for us, apparently.
Ryo-san, is everything okay? Don't worry, I'm fine. I want to ask you about that man.
Oh, that man.
The man called Landi. What did he talk with my father about?
Landi demanded the mirror, and then they threw me out of the dojo.
The black suits? Catch the names?
I don't know. They came out of nowhere.
I see. Thanks, Fukuhara. If you remember anything at all, be sure to tell me.
Ryo-san, why? What you gonna do? Ryo-san, where are you going? You're not going after them. Please don't. Look what they did to Hazuki-sensei.
They killed my father, right in front of me. I will have my revenge. I need to do this. For my father.
Yep, and that just about settles it. So oftentimes, once we have dialogue like that, guys, we'll get updates in our journal here, so you can read through this. It's a different font than it used to be. That's interesting to me. Same with the subtitles. So we've added, Ine-san will leave 500 yen on the shoe cabinet for me daily. I should go to the dojo and ask Fukuhara. I'll get revenge for my father. Ask around to see if anyone saw men wearing black that day. If you ever forget, like, what your objective is in the story at any given moment, that's where you find it. And it's kind of a game of itself. trying to get the journal completely filled out because it's very possible to miss certain entries. You only get certain entries if you get certain dialogue, and there's a lot of stuff that's missable in this game. It's actually quite difficult to see everything in this game. I'm going to try my best. I can't make any guarantees, though. I will do my absolute best to show you guys as much of this game as possible. With that in mind, we're actually not done in the dojo yet because we have one more memory. If we take a look at this thing right up here.
That boy you fought with, what is he to you?
A friend from school?
And what is a friend?
Well, a friend is a friend.
That's right. Just as a parent is a parent, a friend is nothing other than a friend. But listen, Ryo. Parents often die before their children.
Oh.
That's the law of nature. Friends will be there for you even after parents die. So treasure your friends. And friends you can trust are true friends indeed. Understood?
Damn. Good life lesson, Dad. I hope that Ryo would take that to heart. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see if he does. There's a couple other things we can look at in the dojo right now, but, well, actually, let me just see if I can do this right now.
I can't reach it.
Okay, what if I were to pick this thing up?
What's this?
Hey, hey, hey!
What's this doing here?
Mysterious scroll. There's so many mysterious items around this house, guys. The plot is already so thick, and we're not even one episode in. Let's see if I can take a look at that. Where would that be in my inventory? Story items? Mysterious scroll.
It's in Chinese.
It is in Chinese, which I cannot read.
It's in Chinese.
Guys, I want you to listen to this sound effect it makes when I select this item.
It's in Chinese.
That's straight out of the original game. That's awesome Dreamcast ringtone type thing.
It's in Chinese.
Oh, it makes me so happy hearing that. It makes me so happy. Oh. Let's take a look at this thing over here, too. Or not. Can't do anything with that right now. Actually, I do have this mysterious key. No? Ah, here we go. The interface is a little muddy sometimes.
Yeah, it opened.
The way you interact with things.
This sword, it has...
Cool. I have a sword. Can I use this in battle? Fukuhara, spar with me.
But why is a sword with no handguard in this box?
That is super strange. I will tell you guys at this
I'll leave
point.
this here.
Yeah, at this point I'm getting pretty far ahead of ourselves. So, let's just come back to this later. Well, as you guys can see, this game does run on a real-time time system. Well, it's not real time, but you know, we do have a watch up in the upper right corner, which, you know, displays the time of day. And we move through it linearly. It's not one-to-one. I think a day in Shenmue is about an hour real time. So it's 4:13 right now. Since we still have a little bit of time left in the day, let's just get out here and explore a little bit. I don't know if we'll be able to really progress the story much, but we can at least get out here and look around. What's going on down there? Some people hanging out and chilling. Let's go talk to them. I think one of these guys is my buddy from the photograph. What's up, y'all on a date?
Ichiro. Hey, bro.
Ichiro, that's his name.
I want to ask you something.
Yeah? What is it?
That day, did you see any men wearing black suits?
That day? No, I didn't see them.
I see. Any idea of who may have seen them?
How about Mishima-san or Kondo-san? Those women just might know something. You know, they're always near the payphone in Sakuragaoka. Standing there chatting and gossiping all day?
Yeah.
Maybe they know and are chatting about it now.
I'll ask them. Thanks.
Yeah. Thanks for the tip, Ichiro. How about you? What do you know? Tell me!
Noriko.
Ryo,
About that day.
that day? The day of the incident. I heard about it from Nozomi. It must be hard for you.
No, I'm fine. Did you see any men wearing black suits that day?
No, I didn't. What about them?
It's nothing, really.
Alright, but I've got my eye on you. So, unfortunately, guys, one of the other things that this game is famous for is kind of having some bad voice acting, especially in regards to the, you know, NPC characters like these people down here. I think the voice acting for Ryo is great. I love his voice actor, Corey Marshall, and he's also very active in the Shenmue fan community. He's a great guy. He's awesome. But it's true that some of the NPC characters don't really sound great. Didn't really take more than one take to do some of these lines, I think.
Hey.
Hi, mister! Let's play soccer!
Sorry, maybe later, okay?
Right. Yeah, it's one of those things where they kind of skimped out on the budget for when it came to a lot of the ancillary voice acting, I think, which is a shame. You know, I've read that, you know, a lot of times they didn't give them more than one take to get certain things and stuff like that. Whoa!
Hey, Joe!
Hi, Megumi. You got a kitten in there?
You promise not to tell my mommy?
Sure.
Okay, then I'll show you.
Is this your kitten?
But this kitty, see? She's all alone.
All alone?
Yep. See, the other day, when it rained, a car ran over her mommy. My big sister saw it. She said it was a big black car.
A black car?
Yeah, and she said it was really scary. And then me and Sis, we buried the mommy cat. And so now I can be the kitty's mommy. But Mommy says we can't keep the kitten at home.
So you going to keep her here?
Yeah, everybody's helping out too. Like Kota, Yasuo, and Kaio.
I see.
Kitty don't look so good. Think she's hungry?
Wait a second.
Okay.
Hey, we're back. That was super unfortunate. Okay, so we got a choice here. Let's give the cat some dried fish. Probably like that more than tofu, I think. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Do this. So it's easier to eat.
Ah.
Wow, she's eating.
She's so tiny, but already an orphan.
It's so sad. Yamagi-san almost got ran over too.
Yamagashi-san?
Yeah, the car was going so fast, he got shocked and fell. And hurt his backside, so now he stays home all day. When I go to the candy shop, I always stop by to visit him.
Yeah, it's close by there. Megumi, you need to be careful around cars too.
Yes.
Well, I've got to go now.
But wait! We gotta think of a name for the kitty!
Oh, well, when I think of a good one, I'll let you know.
You promise? Bye-bye, y'all!
Bye-bye.
Alright, well, at least it didn't crash, I guess. Yeah. So, that was supposed to be, like, a fully, real-time acted cutscene of meeting this cat for the first time.
Let's play together!
Let's not. I just want to pet the cat. What up, little man?
There. Good kitty. Are you cold? Hey, see you soon. You're still so tiny.
Alright. That's enough of the cat. Yeah, so that's kind of a little side story in this game where we can actually, like, hang out with the cat every day and pet him and feed him. If we make sure that we feed him every day, maybe he'll get better and live a happy cat life. I have heard from some really early impressions that this particular release of this game is a little buggy, and I guess that's what happened right there, guys. Hopefully that doesn't happen too often. But yeah, I don't know, maybe there will be a patch soon, who knows. Right here we have the two ladies that Ichiro was telling us about, but let's actually slide right past them and go talk to this lady up here.
Sumiya-san.
Hi, Ryo.
On the day of the incident, did you see some men in black suits?
In black suits? No, I didn't. But I did see a cat, though.
You mean a black cat?
Yes, it was run over by a car. A kitten was crying nearby. I also saw little Megumi crying with it.
I see. Was there anything else unusual about that day?
Now that you mention it, Yamagishi-san took a terrible spill at the corner by the park. He was trying to dodge a speeding car. Looked as if he hurt his back. I think it was the same car that hit the cat. It must have been going really fast.
So, that's what happened.
Sounds like I need to talk to this Yamagishi-san. I think one of the things that amazes me most about this game, guys, is like the sheer amount of voice acting. I don't mean to like talk shit on all the voice acting, because in a lot of ways this was the first game to do a lot of the things that it was doing. And the fact that all of these NPCs in this game generally have unique dialogue for whatever particular situation you're in at that point in the story is honestly really incredible. It's not always true, but it's true in a lot of cases. Like, this dialogue that we're getting from these NPCs is like specific to the scenario that we're asking about at this point in the story, which is just crazy.
Oh, hello, Ryo.
Kondo-san, the day of the incident, did you see any men in black suits?
The day of the incident? You mean the day it thundered, right? I didn't see them.
I see. Did anything unusual happen around here that day?
Not that I'm aware of. But Sumiya-san knows about everything that goes on around here. It'd be good if you tried asking Sumiya-san.
I see.
Yep, already did. That lady's just like, fuck this. I'm out of here. I understand. Hey, you just popped into existence out of nowhere. So here we have the Abe store. We can pop in here if they're still open. Yeah, they are. And talk to this crazy bitch right here.
Excuse me.
What is it, baby boy Ryo?
The day of that incident, did you see any men dressed in black suits?
I don't have the time to fool with looking at men.
I see.
It's not really what I was asking about, but okay.
Did anything unusual happen that day?
You again. With me, every day it's the same old routine.
I see.
Use your head, baby boyo.
Yes.
Stop calling me that. So, in here there are certain things we can buy, and for certain things that we buy, we'll be able to do a raffle drawing, and we stand to win prizes, as we can see on the poster right here. But frankly, I don't think these prizes are all that good. It's mostly like rare capsule toys, which I don't care that much about. So, I tend to not really ever come in here. But while we're in here, maybe we should buy something for the cat. If I can find... Here we go, salami or squid legs? I bet the cat would like squid legs, right? Let's buy some of these. I'm a high roller, I got monies.
So, are you gonna buy this, little Ryo?
I'll take this one.
Cool. Now we'll be able to feed the cat tomorrow. Alright, let's get out of here.
Looks like they're about to close.
Oh, I'm getting kicked out because they closed at 7 o'clock. I was leaving anyway. Impatient bitch. Well, let's just see. I think it's a little too late to trigger a certain cutscene up here. Yeah. I could talk to this drunk dude up here. Look at this dude.
Are you alright?
I'm just fine and dandy.
Are you sure?
I'm okay. Are you alright, son?
Who, me?
What? Something worrying you?
I'm looking for someone.
Daytime's the time to look for people. Ain't no one around at night.
You know, that's a good point.
Yep.
Alright. Wise old drunk man, I hear what you're saying. I will come back tomorrow. Actually, let's just see if Yamagishi-san's still hanging out here. If he... Yeah, there he is. Oh, looks like he's getting ready to go in. Nope. He's just pacing back and forth. Okay, well, you're not that busy. Why don't you talk to me? This is Yamagishi-san.
Yamagishi-san,
Oh, it's you, Ryo.
how is your back?
Yes, it's much better. But how did you know?
I heard from someone in the neighborhood that you almost got ran over by a car.
Well, it must have been Megumi or Sumiya-san who told you. That driver was insane.
Could you tell me about what happened with that car?
Sure. This black car came flying around the corner over by Sakuragaoka Park and went towards Dubuita.
A black car. Did you see the license plate number?
Maybe if there hadn't been any snow. And to make matters worse, I fell over. So I never had the chance.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear you're okay.
So, the black car went towards Dobuita. Maybe people who work there saw it. Well, Dobuita's down the road, but as Mr. Drunk Guy informed us, it's maybe a little too late to go searching for info in that area, so... Hey there, buddy.
Are you alright?
I'm just fine and dandy.
Okay.
Are you sure?
I'm okay.
Good. Well, you have a good night, sir. I'm just gonna cruise back home. I think we got a lot done today, guys. A lot of items in my inventory. Went out and searched a little bit. Talked to some folks. Made a new cat friend. Is Megumi still hanging around here? Nope, she abandoned you. Good. Shut up. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'm not gonna spend all day doting on a cat. It's not my style. If you were a dog, you could probably come live with me. But sadly, you're just a cat. So, tough luck for you. Man, this was such a pain in the ass back in the day, guys, because every single one of these load screens literally took, like, anywhere from, like, 10 to 15 seconds, maybe even longer, depending on things. And now it's just so fast. Like, coming home used to be just the worst. Hey, do you guys remember how we had some phone numbers here at the front of our journal. I wonder if we should maybe like call the police and report a frickin' murder. That sounds like a good idea, right? We got a phone right here, so... Yes, this game is so realistic that we actually have to go through and dial these numbers one by one. Which is actually a really cool concept, like the first 10 times, but it will get old.
No, I'll avenge my father's murder on my own.
Really? Fine. Forget the cops. Who needs them? I agree. I'll just go find the deadly Chinese martial artist who murdered my martial arts master father, and I'll kill him myself. Well, guys, 8 o'clock in-game is, I believe, the earliest time we can go to sleep, so you don't have to go to sleep right away, but if you do stay out too late, then you'll just be automatically transported back to your bed, and also Ine-san will get pissed at you for staying out too late, so it's good to come home of your own accord, you know, at a relatively early time. While we're in here, we can set our training, so this is a little weird the way this works. You can set it to train all moves equally overnight, and you'll get a little bit of, like, a little bit of progress in your bar for, like, every move, which you can check the status of in the move list, which I was looking at earlier. But you can also set it to only train a particular set of moves, like your leg moves, your throw moves, or your hand moves, and each one will get a little bit more. Or I believe we can even go in a little further. I don't remember exactly how to do it. Alright, so when we pick it, it'll ask if we want to train specific moves. And we can literally focus on just like one particular move to make it better while we sleep. And the more you drill down, the more of a return you get. But since throw moves are the only moves in the game that you really can't train with regularity, for reasons we'll get into later as we get farther into the game, you'll kind of see how it works. But I like to just choose throw moves in particular. All throw moves. That way all of them will get a moderate amount of training. And it works out the best that way, I found. So I'm going to save my game and go to sleep. And that concludes the first day of Shenmue 1 HD, guys. I literally can't tell you how excited I am that I'm playing this game. I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you're in for the long haul, because it's not like a terribly long game. It's actually kind of short compared to modern standards, but it's probably going to take a while to get through, because I like to do a lot of things and talk to people and show as much as I can. And when we get to Shenmue 2, that is a longer game. There's a lot to do in that game. So we're starting something massive here, and it's going to be great. So thank you guys. And good night. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. You were supposed to see Ryo going to sleep right there, like his head hitting the pillow. But this version of this game is a little buggy, I guess. Hopefully it gets patched before I play too much longer. Okay. I'll go ahead and overwrite that. And, thanks again, guys. Take care.